Hello everybody. I am here for the last page. I'm not doing a spread today, just the last page in this signature, and it makes me very happy to have completed this. Okay, so I've got some collage papers. I'm going to set this aside for a minute. Some collage papers that I'm going to attach, but this is an envelope. It's from a different envelope. It's got the same date on it. This 1899. I think the other one was 1898. But anyway, this is 1899, and it is New York as well. December 15th, which is was my mother's birthday. Okay, so I'm gonna. It tore a little bit because it's delicate, and I'm gonna use this little piece of Kraft masking tape that I had left over when I did something else that I just used a part of the tape. I tore it in half and used part of it, so I'm just going to take this down, and that adds a little more texture to it. And I'm gonna take my archival ink. This is in coffee, and I've got a blending tool with the sponge from the back of this, and I'm going to just put a little ink on the edge of this envelope. It's already got some patina on it, but I might need to use another little piece of tape. Let's tear off another little piece. This is a masking tape, which I think is kind of nice that it's a different color than the regular like manila sort of masking tape. This is actually a Kraft colors. So I'm going to tear this, and I'm going to put this down. Now I've got another piece left. Okay, so put the top back on this, put the blending tool out of the way, and before I do that, I want to put some color on this envelope, and I'm gonna use my green. Did you see my green palette? And I have a brush ready and a little bit of water, and I'm just gonna do some let's see, that's the side that's going to be underneath some of the other pieces. So I'm going to put the swatches on this side. And I don't have any particular colors in mind. I'm just doing some green. It's an really earthy green. See if I can manage to get one more on here. If I'd scooted it up a little bit, I have more of a chance. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And now I'll set this out of the way. Clean my brush off. I'm going to take my Lyra stick and dip it in water and put some marks on this envelope. Then I'm going to bring my signature back in, dip it in water again, and just put some on this page. Okay, I've got a regular number 2 pencil, which I'm going to use to make some marks. Then I'm going to take, I need to dry this before I do anything else with it. I want to thank you all for commenting. That really makes my day when people, I love that you watch it, but it's really nice when you make a comment, so thank you all for that. And it's nice to be back into somewhat a regular routine of let's see, I better do this one too, of posting. I haven't done it every day, but I've done, skip a day or two in between, but for the most part I did this kind of straight through, which is a good feeling. I've got, let me do that one last. I ran these pieces through the sticker maker. This is a piece of music that's got some pink swatches on it. Let's see, I need to put this down first. I think I can use the glue stick. I don't want to put it on that page because then my book signature may stick together. Okay, so I've got it kind of the way I wanted it. Stick it down. Now I'm going to put this piece on. Let's see, get back in frame here. And I'm going to put it here. I want to retain the postmark. And I've got another piece that has really, it's from a ledger. And I have one more piece, which has got some pink. I'm just going to put it there. And then the last thing I've got to do is I sewed a little strip, which I'm going to put down with some glitter glue. You can't read the label on this thing anymore. Well, that really came out well. Usually I struggle with it some. Okay, I'm going to put that down here. And then I have these words which seem to fit hope and renewed joy, which is exactly what has happened with this little series that I've started, that I finished. Hope and renewed joy. Put the pen back in this before it dries up. Well, and I'm going to take my Stabilo and wet it just a little bit, not really very wet, but a little bit, and go around the words to highlight them a bit. So, this is the end of this signature, and I'm going to go back through it. And I never did do anything on this page. I may have to do that. So I started out with very pink pages and some, this is from a swap that I had got someone else's swatches. This is yellow. My two favorite colors. This is yellow and gold, and there's a pocket here that I put a tag in. We have to cut this little thread here. I did some slow stitching, some cross stitch, a focal point. This is a focal point here too that I did some stitching on. I have some just some varying sort of poppies that are shown, in some hanging down, some vines hanging down. I had a little safety pin here, I'm gonna say paper clip there, another swatch, some fabric that I used. This is gesso on the fabric, made with fingerprints. This is on a fabric page, obviously, and a rusted safety pin. Travel along the road of faith. Traveling along the road of faith. That's what my life is about. There's some honeycomb here. Another tag. I didn't put anything on the back. Could journal if I wanted to. I don't do a lot of journaling, but I wish I did. Some more honeycomb here. I think this is supposed to be a bee. It's a bee. Another tag. A photo. And I think this is where I started back and finished it up. So you've seen, if you've been watching, you've seen all of these pages. Another photo. Lots of swatches in this signature. Here's the tea bag that I had to redo because I stuck it together. A tag. Another fabric page with a rusted safety pin. A negative. Here's the ribbon where I stamped the word peace on both sides. A flower on the vellum sheet, and then where I penciled over here, more swatches, life, and my little bubbles, a pocket. Here's where I burned the paper. It just kind of went up in smoke. And then the last page that I just did today. So this is a signature. It's a chunky little thing, and I showed you my. Let's see if I can put my hand on it. Sorry, I had to find it. So it's very chunky already. And I believe there's one or two signatures that are not completed, so I'm probably going to have to make another book. This one is done. no, it's not done. So I have a few more pages in this one to do. This one has nothing except a paper clip, and this one has nothing except a paper clip. So these two have not been done at all, and this one is almost finished. So that may be what I'll do is continue on with this one and finish it up before I start on something new. But you can see with these two signatures here, this is going to be very full. So I probably will just create another. This is done with Cantha fabric, which is it's a quilted fabric. There's 2 layers. I've sewn something to it so you can't really see it, but there are 2 layers of fabric put together and then stitched. I believe I don't know whether it's Indian or if it's Japanese, but anyway, it's just a technique that they use. So there you have it. And I probably will see you next time as I finish up this signature. So thank you for joining me, and have a wonderful evening. Bless you.